I'm Megan Jean Morris, and I tattoo out of Painted Soul Tattoos, which is my shop in Connecticut, Wallingford, Connecticut. I like surrealism. I studied a lot of realism and found that I like weaving in some storytelling and some creative imagery and connotations. So it's not exactly realism when I'm done. I think people know me for surrealism. They typically understand that I tell stories, that I do realism, but I'm very creative. Well, if you ever follow my work, you know that I do color and black and gray. And I find that when I do one thing for a little bit of time, I get tired of it or curious about the other thing. So I do full color, and I also love black and gray. I love the pureness of black and gray, where I'm just focusing on contrast and values. And I love the intricacy of color theory when I'm doing color. It gives me a whole nother realm to play around with. 3 of my favorite tattoos of all time that I've ever done is a tough question, but I do have 3 in mind because they describe who I am as an artist and who my clients are. The first piece that I'd talk about is called Insatiable, and it is a woman who's looking directly out at the audience and offering you like this glossy, irresistible cherry. But she's got like a darkness to her. The whole idea is that darkness has a hunger that's insatiable. Like if you've ever had to deal with depression or some of your like 7 sins, your greed, it's endless. It's like a bottomless pit when you go there, and it's hard not to go there. The second tattoo I'd talk about is called Forget Me Not. It's on a woman who I adore, and she has had a bout with cancer before, and it returned, and she's decided not to take treatment. And she asked me to design a tattoo that expresses how she feels about it. Forget Me Not is a lovely piece of a warrior, a soft warrior woman's face. The client, her cancer is all from her throat up, so she asked me to design something where like the woman's head is just separate, cut off from her body. So I did. I have this, beautiful warrior, lovely woman who's got her head just floating gently and softly above her neck. I tried something really different with my color palette on this piece. I went with more earth tones, and it was really successful. I learned a lot doing it. The third one was kind of a crazy project. We ended up calling it Rough Tuesdays, which was a little sarcastic, but this project stirred a lot of controversy when I posted it. The piece is a little bit of a sadomasochistic rape scene. The client came to me and told me that he was planning to do a horror sleeve on his leg. So I built this image myself of a woman who's been tortured and is like pleading for her life. And it leaves the viewer feeling like, who would do this to somebody? So they're left imagining the monster that I wanted them to. Actually, a lot of people ask me how I come up with my tattoos, my subject matter, or my references. Every piece that I do starts with feeling out who my client is. So it's like a really intuitive process. I will ask them if they want something sad, or lovely, or happy, or dreamlike, or horrific. Once I have a feel for the piece, then I'll go onto the internet, and there's a few different places on the internet where you can find images, but I just start scrolling and I start looking for things that like have the feel that I'm looking for. I'm not generally looking for something specific, and when something's gorgeous and it catches me, then I start designing from that. The other thing that I'll do is I'll take my own photography. Like if there's a position that I need or set up, especially if it's a larger piece, a multi-sitting piece, often I'll take my own photography. So To get an appointment with me, the best thing to do is email my shop, and my assistant Tony is fabulous. And you can reach her at paintedsoultattoos@gmail.com. Also, if you do want to get an appointment with me, but you want to check out my work first, you can take a look at my Instagram, which is Megan Jean Morris, and feel free to drop a comment there. I respond to as many as I can. My name is Megan Jean Morris, and thank you for checking out my portfolio. Is that okay?
That was gnarly.
Shit.
Yeah, that was really good.
Really?
Great.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, I'm talking too much. Like,
The more the better.
oh, okay. Okay. Megan Jean Morris.
So, sorry. See, my name is...
Okay. I was like, I guess we're just gonna like put this in somewhere. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, great.
That was great.
Good.